What up, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode and day 129 of Dave's Daily Dave's Daily Discussions. You know me, I'm Dave, and I love being a Dave. You know what's weird? on a weird tangent is years ago I always preferred David. Mostly everybody called me David except for really close friends. My family would call me Dave here and some nicknames and whatnot. But typically I just heard David, things like that. Then I started bowling and I started getting called the Dave for a number of years, for 6 or so years. I still get it from certain people, but I haven't been bowling. My back's been bad, rough, whatever. But nowadays, everybody calls me Dave. Certain people will call me David, or if somebody's mad at me, they'll David Michael, but everybody calls me Dave now. Such a Dave thing. But anywho, on to the video. Feeling good. Had a couple sales drop today. Have a couple more pending that seem really hot. Really excited. Things are moving in the right direction. I have a lot to put in to finish this month. I'm halfway to where I want to be. Well, I want to be higher than that, but where I really need to be by the end of the month. So, I guess what sparks the video on the topic today is going to be awareness and passion. Passion's a constant topic, but awareness. Awareness is very important, very, very key. Why? Why is awareness important? When you are aware of anything, you can plan better. You can kind of just surgically and methodically do things better when you're more aware. When you know where you're going, you're going to have a better chance of getting to the right place easier. When you know what you want, you're going to go get it. When you know something is not going to work or something is less favorable, you're going to do something different. So when you're more aware in career, when you're more aware because you're more aware and into your passion, your hobbies, those things that you love because you put more time and effort into them, when you're more aware, more passionate, and you're pouring everything into something that you love or something that you truly believe in, there's nothing that can get in your way. You're going to put all your effort, all your energy into it because you love it. I'm trying to get this AC on. I don't want to roll the windows down. It's getting hot in here. It's cool outside, but the wind's going to make you guys not hear me. I don't know. Some of you might not want to hear me. Who knows? So that's very important, is awareness. Finding your own sense of awareness. In my office, we do this thing called Culture Index, and it really teaches us kind of who we are, what makes us up of who we are. And I did a new Culture Index recently for me being in sales because I can just feel a change in who I am and who I have to be in sales and what's expected of me compared to who I am in my personal life. It's not really being fake, but it's just there's certain characteristics of me that I have to hone in at times. Like I have to be less chatty at certain times. I have to be more chatty at other times. I have to be there's so much there. I'm a very detailed person and I overthink, and I have to be less detailed sometimes and hone in on specific things and not overthink. So when you can become aware of truly who you are, what makes you you, what makes you tick, and you can also be aware of what characteristics of you make you super strong in what you do and what you love, and what characteristics of you make you weaker in there. And if you can hone in and strengthen your weaknesses and continue to strengthen your strengths, you become this dominant entity and nothing can get in your way. So awareness is just super important for any type of success, because you're going to be faster, you're going to be better, you're going to be able to do so much more with what is in front of you when you're aware and you're more passionate about it, because you're really going to put more into it. It's like anything you ever do, and the best one that I can always put is when you're playing sports or when you're playing a new video game or doing anything. When you first start doing something, especially when it involves other people or a timing of some sort of what you're doing, and pretty much everything does, everything seems super fast and super complicated. It's a mess. But as you practice and as you get better and as you get more comfortable, everything really starts to slow down. I'm kidding. Everything starts to slow down. Except for my mouth, because I just ramble and talk really fast. Unless I have these moments where I can just be real calm and my voice can be soothing. It just depends. But a lot of times I'm just talking. Blah, blah, blah. I have to be aware of that. Awareness of that helps me slow down. So I'm being aware of it, I can try to slow down. But when I get super excited, it's tough. So as you get better at something, as you get more comfortable, as you gain experience, everything around you slows down. It almost becomes like the Matrix, where everything is in slow motion and you're moving in fast forward. You're way faster than everybody else. I felt that way in sports, in every sport that I ever did, especially soccer. It just became methodical to where I could really, it's almost like you're just freezing time and you're looking at everything and executing before anybody else can react. I mean, it's an IQ thing. There's IQ and then there's sports IQ. And that can come into play with a lot of different things, with career and hobbies, all that stuff. So just awareness and really putting time and energy into really honing your craft and knowing who you are, knowing what makes up what you're doing, what really makes up what the best version of you for what you're doing is. All those things are super important. So if you could take anything from this video, when it comes to doing anything in life, awareness, passion, a lot of time and energy into what you're doing is very, very key to success, but leveled success and increasing success. You can become successful and become complacent and plateau or fail. You can get passed up, you can get shut down because the other competitors are hungry, and you got complacent and gave up, and you started just taking it for granted. But if you can take talent and determination and put it together, amazing. But determination and passion will beat skill almost every time, because skill eventually becomes complacent. Skill eventually loses its luster. They get bored in most cases. But if you have determination and passion for it, and you can apply skill too, unstoppable. So with that being said, I'm gonna cut it at that. I'm happy with what came of this. These videos are sometimes they're just a topic will come and sometimes it's planned, sometimes it's not. And honestly, guys, yeah, that's what this is all about. Is I can sometimes just spitball and I'll hone in on a target and I'll try to make that topic something that can be applied. And hopefully I can either draw the conclusion for you, or you have the imagination or the thought process that you can really apply it to your life. If you can't and you're wanting more, message me. I would love to help apply some of these things to your specific situation. So, as always, I appreciate everybody who watches these videos. The views are coming up on YouTube. If you don't already, join the Facebook group. Subscribe to the YouTube. Like the YouTube. Follow my Instagram. I mean, everything's either my first and last name, David Hughes, or it's under my my tag name, Dave's Daily D, or Dave's Daily Discussion, any of those things. So, with that being said, I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, direct message me, private message me. I would love to make a difference and help all of you guys. And just remember, as always, you matter, you're important, you are beautiful. Everything you do has a purpose, and you mean more to everybody than you truly realize. Guys, it is Friday. I love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys Saturday. I forgot to tell you guys, I had a chiropractor appointment this morning. I decided to do it because I couldn't find any relief. And I went to that chiropractor appointment because he's the only person that, when I've had some of these issues that I've had, that's been able to help. I went there, told him what I had going on. He cracked me a couple times, and I have not felt better than I feel right now. There's still some pain and soreness. There's still an issue I want to look into, but I have been having trouble sitting, getting up after sitting, after bending or kneeling. I have trouble standing up right away. It's been rough, and I have not felt better in the last 7 to 9 weeks than I feel right now. So we're going to continue. We're going to rest up and do what we can this weekend, and I will put a video together for you guys tomorrow. So thank you guys, and I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in for day 129 of Dave's Daily Discussions. Thank you guys.